2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Welcome to the Port Erin Jazz Festival. The mantra this year is, this is a festival, not a funeral. Have a little rest from all the ills in the world.
It's been a tough time for everybody, particularly post-COVID. A lot of people are only just starting to get their confidence back. An event like this is great to bring everybody into one room together and help them actually just to remember that life is getting back to normal.
The Arts Centre is a community arts centre. We serve as like a platform for local artists. People come here and perform, rehearse. The kind of icing on the cake really is to be able to bring over artists from the kind of UK and international scene.
I got the world on a string, I'm sitting on a rainbow, got that string around my finger. What a world, what a life, I am in love.
It's nearly 20 years old now. A lot of people wanted to start a big band. John Kinley started it originally. He packed it in after a couple of years because he was too busy, and I took over as musical director.
Lucky me, can't you see, I'm in love.
It's about the band as a team, and everyone needs to have that little moment in the sun to sort of shine. No matter what level of ability you are, you add something to the band.
Say so and so, if I let you go.
Quite busy. We've done the Excellence Awards, we've done Jazz Festival today, with big parties, functions, and it's great. We love it.
A great big Port Erin Jazz Festival welcome to Mr. Martin Taylor and Miss Alison Burns.
He's a tramp, but I love him. Breaks a new heart every day.
I do remember the first time I played here, I played at the Gaiety Theatre with Stefan Grappelli. So it would have been in the 80s, I think early 80s.
Wow. Yeah.
And then after that came back a few times over the years. I had relatives that lived here. I always liked that feeling of getting off the boat, not flying. Immediately everything kind of was more chilled straight away.
Mm-hmm.
And so I've always liked coming to islands for that very reason.
Gives you plenty of trouble. We actually recorded a DVD here. This is one of the songs on the DVD, and it's with a few of Martin Taylor's fraternity band. This one's called The Kissing Bug.
We had a great band. Dave Newton was in the band, Guy Barker on trumpet.
Ewan Vernal on
Ewan Vernal on bass, Steve Brown on drums.
It was a really funny week, wasn't it?
It certainly was a funny week.
We had a great fun. The footage that we captured was amazing.
Yeah, you can still see that on YouTube.
And then you kiss another miss. You're nothing but a kissing bug.
We're very lucky in that over the years I've had some acquaintances with some very, very talented musicians. I've really been walking with giants, frankly, and it's nice to be able to get them to come over. And what's lovely is that they seem to love coming over.
You wouldn't be true if you tried.
We're just saying we both really enjoyed the concert tonight. Singing with Martin is just an absolute joy. He's the best jazz guitarist on the planet. He's so wonderful. Looking forward to getting back out on the road again with him.
My wife Debbie and I, we love going to the Arts Centre. Every year we put on a film, It's a Wonderful Life, at Christmas. And I was just talking to Pip one day and saying how much we'd love to do something else. The idea of something jazzy came up. And I said, well, I think Jerry Carter's the man we ought to talk to.
Jerry Carter suggested that we put a festival on here. He mentioned the calibre of acts. I just immediately said yes. I thought it was a good way of sort of broadening the programming that we do here.
The first year was a little bit of a shot in the dark, and I was able to call in a few favours with Alan Barnes and Dave Newton, who underpinned it, and with some local acts we managed to get 2 nights of very good jazz. The Saturday afternoon at the Bay and the Falcon's Nest went very well last year, so we thought we'd use that as the platform for this year.
The island's lucky. I mean, we've got so many different people. Everyone's sort of top quality, so you know that you can bring them together with very little practice and deliver something that people are going to enjoy, which is great.
I think it works really well, the hub of it being here in Port Erin. There are free gigs happening in 2 of the bars in town. I like the idea of bringing the festival into the community and it being something the whole village can enjoy.
Raymond's Drop are very passionate about trying to get involved with the community, and that means supporting not only events like this, we also support grassroots sport and some theatre productions, and we get involved with a few charities as well. We want to be involved, and we actually think it's very important to actually get behind events like this and give something back.
Becky Rork and the LCM band will take the way.
Our second year here, and it's always a joy to be here, People are always so welcoming. It's a nice pace of life compared to Leeds.
First time at the Jazz Festival because last year I wasn't able to come at the last minute because of COVID. Not myself, but my son. It's brilliant. Really lovely audience, really appreciative and friendly and encouraging. It's just been great.
As much as it's fun playing here, it's great watching the other music as well. We got a free gig to see Martin Taylor and then get to see Alan and Dave again, which were amazing last year.
And you get people the calibre of Alan and Dave and Martin and Alison. And in a few years, we'll be talking in the same breath about Connor and Hayden and Fergus and Becky. We'll be saying, God, remember when we saw them in the Erin Arts Centre?
These 2 gentlemen, they've been here a few times before and they've done so much to encourage jazz over here. Please put your hands together for Mr. Alan Barnes, Mr. David Newton.
I think the first time I played here was maybe in the early 90s, and I came across to play with the Humphrey Lyttelton band. I've done some trio things here, I've done some band things in this very theatre in Port Erin. Alan and I have been back 3 times in the last couple of years.
It's always great to come here and play at Erin Arts Centre. I used to come and do the old ones in the old days, which used to be at the Villa Marina. We always used to stay at the Vannin before it was done up, which was an experience. It was great fun. I thought we played better on this one. It seemed to take off tonight.
I always enjoy working with Alan. And tonight we had a super room, we had super audience, a fantastic Steinway piano to play on. It was just great fun, and it always is.
The audience is always great. Could have heard a pin drop while we were playing. Same as it was the other night with Martin Taylor. They're just a great responsive audience.
They just seemed to play off each other, and you could really see that in what they played.
It's been wonderful, it really has.
That was a privilege to hear music played at that kind of standard.
Such talented musicians, mind-blowing actually.
The music, the atmosphere is just absolutely perfect.
That's what makes it really, when you can bounce off the audience.
I absolutely loved it. Fantastic to be back here.
It's great. It feels like home.
What's lovely is all the artists we've brought over are all absolutely lovely people to deal with, and that's a special X factor in the festival, really.